Yeah, what I wanted to speak on today is, why would an atheist pray? Well, today I'd like to speak on why this atheist prays, but first I would like to thank our minister and the congregation for allowing an atheist non-member who has only been attending for a few months to stand in your most sacred space and share my beliefs. Our minister has also kindly allowed me to record this and post it on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, because we believe more people are saved in bars than in churches. I'm not filming anyone but myself, and I only say that I'm at a Unitarian Universalist church and not the specific location, because we as a congregation strongly believe in privacy. If anyone here objects to my recording, I will stop filming now. I believe that a lot of people watching this video do not know what Unitarian Universalism means. My personal definition comes not from books or YouTube, but from observing the practice of the faith here. To me, Unitarian means God is one. Originally, it was a statement against the concept of the Trinity, but I believe it has grown to mean that God has come many times and in many places. People keep playing a game of telephone with the Word of God, taking the pure message of love, kindness, compassion, and empathy, and filtering it through their biases and life experiences. Then personal opinions and rules are added so that there is a strict path one must follow to find God. Thousands of religions, and each one of them is right. What is the way out of this confusion? All will be redeemed. That's what that's where universalism comes in. All will be redeemed. How long will you live? 100 years maybe? How long will you be in heaven? For eternity. So you want me to believe that God, whose essence is love, will punish me for eternity for mistakes that I made as a toddler, when I'm not only unaware, but incapable of truly knowing the full goodness of God? No, all will be redeemed. So why would an atheist pray? First, I must tell you what kind of an atheist I am, because all atheists are snowflakes, unique in our beliefs. There is no Pope in Nope. Richard Dawkins has a list of 7 types of atheists, and I believe he is a hard 7. I think he believes the chance of God existing is even greater than the chance that an infinite number of monkeys banging on keyboards for an infinite amount of time will reproduce the complete works of Shakespeare. Notice I did not say he believes God does not exist. He is a scientist. He knows you cannot prove a negative. I am a weak 6. I believe it is highly unlikely God exists, but I must leave open the possibility that he does exist to remain true to my belief that you can't prove a negative. At first, my openness was limited to physical proof. I wanted to put my fingers in the wounds of his hands like Doubting Thomas, or see a quadriplegic regrow all their limbs right before my eyes. Over time, though, the things I kept hearing from the people that love me, that I may not believe in God, but he believes in me, began to connect with facts that I know. I was demanding physical proof when 80% of the universe is dark matter. God must bend to my will to prove himself to me. I realized how absurd I was being. In a universe of 93 billion light years across, in a universe of 93 billion light years across, this mere speck wanted to talk to the manager. Does everyone realize how large a light year is? Light travels at 186,282 miles per second. Multiply this by 60 seconds, by 60 minutes, by 24 hours, by 365.25 days, and the distance light travels in a year is 5,878,612,843,200 miles. Now multiply that by 93 billion. That's about the size of the universe we live in. So in a universe so vast, I thought maybe I should listen to the opinion of the vast majority of people that maybe some prayer would do me some good. If God isn't real, what harm would it do me to pray? What was I afraid of? After all, as an atheist, I had guiltily let some prayers slip out at real low points in my life, and no harm had come to me then, so why not just do it? Psalms 102:17 says, "He shall regard the prayer of the destitute and not despise their prayer." In the Christian faith, it is obvious that God listens to the prayers of the damned, or else salvation would be impossible. So at first I prayed to the universe and sent people good vibes. I didn't believe in karma, but I acted like I did. I started trying to practice the truths common to all religions. Do unto others as you would have done to yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself. Take care of the sick, the poor, the unfortunate. Walking this path has led me here to this Unitarian Universalist church, where people not only share these same values I do, they practice them. I hope I'm on the road to Damascus, where belief in God would be in my heart and not my mind. But if I never make it there, here is a good place to be. Prayer lets me put the things I can do nothing about out into the universe for a while. When they come back up to my conscious, I check to see if there's anything I can do about it, or if not, I send it off again. Prayer helps me clear my mind. Sometimes it helps me know what it is that I really want. Talking to a God that may or may not exist is better for me than talking to myself. Besides, it's preferable to say, "I was praying about," rather than "I was telling me the other day." It helps me clear my mind. Sometimes it helps me figure out what I really want, because I find myself starting to beg God for one of the options. I pray when the gut reaction of a coin flip just won't do. I think the most beneficial part of prayer for me is being able to show gratitude for the good fortune that I and my loved ones share. Speaking of the benefits of prayer, prayer has been shown to reduce blood pressure and heart rate, positively affect levels of serotonin. It boosts the immune system, raising cortisol levels. If you pray, you may live longer. There may be an improvement in mental health, reducing anxiety, worry, and fear. It can reduce depression by increasing dopamine levels, and it may also activate these disease response genes. Prayer can help manage pain, reduce headaches, and cope with stress. Prayer can raise immunity, lower inflammation, and improve the quality of your life. That being said, Richard Dawkins, in his book, The God Delusion, recounts a double-blind study by the Templeton Foundation on the effects of prayer. The results were not what the foundation wanted. Basically, there was no effect for people who didn't know they were being prayed for, and those who did know they were being prayed for had a worse outcome than the control. The study's authors put it down to stage fright. Those being prayed for wanted so much to prove prayer worked that they worried themselves sicker. So does prayer actually do anything, or is it a placebo? Does it really matter? That's kind of a conversation for another time. Billions and billions and billions of people will testify that it helps them. That's good enough for me to give it a shot. The physical benefits I listed earlier are backed up by scientific studies published in respected journals. So if all these benefits me as an atheist, how much greater is the benefit for people of faith? Let us all pray in silence for a moment. May you find peace on your journey. Actually, I said that wrong. That's the way I used to say it. Now I say, may you find peace on our journey, because we're all in this together.